Dendi, is it just because of the draft? Or do you think it's an outdraft, or do you think it's just because this lineup is like very NaVi style?
No, I just think they have options.
Okay.
I think their options are a lot easier too. I think this is a pretty great game for Seneko. For example, you have two supports, both aren't very greedy, and I find that both should be getting pretty far behind.
Bang on bottom lane. I mean, first blood just like that for Vega, catching out General. That shouldn't happen, should it, Blitz?
No, especially with that smoke gank happen, you don't know for certain if Vega just placed down a bunch of wards. So you send General up there, and you notice during the time that Vega went for that 5-man smoke, what did NaVi get in return? They got an objective out of it. They went bottom, they got the tier 2.
Ben around mid, onto Solo, finding out behind the ult, but there we have no one jumping in with the Dream Call. Aegis will be popped on Didgeridoo with a burst down, no one on the puck. And NaVi, even ready to go for more. Didgeridoo jumps in, onto Mag, Aphotic Shield will allow him to turn around, pop the brawl onto Didgeridoo with a burst from Arsenal, the control, gets the Shackles, the swaps there, but the Shackles persist, bursting through onto Show with the Slayer. NaVi find themselves another, there'll be a buyback from no one, looking to find something in return, but Arstar blinks up to the high ground, FN follows suit and takes down the Shaman. Now eyes onto Dendi, but he can't go for that kill, they'll have to hold back. So with the smoke, we'll see if they want to make a move over into Vega's jungle. If they're going to feel confident enough to do that. They don't have the bat with them, I mean, but for this kind of last 5 minutes of the game, General's kind of been in his own little world. But mid lane though, jump in onto Dendi, and General now turning up with the boss. Because of their space, he's got a lot of farm, and he has got the initiation onto Mag. The swap's there, but it doesn't matter. Mag's already gone down. FN starting to fight back though, takes down Arstar, now popping the BKB. FN just decides to TP, realizes he can't find anything more from this fight. Vega, they've just got to bail, try and keep the rest of them alive. There's a jump in onto Solo. This man already used the ultimate. He's got the Aphotic Shield, will be able to keep himself alive. The NaVi take the 2-for-1 trade nonetheless. The losses elsewhere in the team's composition. He's got so much that he needs to achieve and accomplish as this game does continue.
Yeah, you notice that Vega go for the smoke, and people might find this a little bit weird because they just got Roshan, but the majority of this is just all that thought.
Oh, they get the catch onto no one, and they will take down the puck of the sidelines. Now looking for more. Arstar being focused by FN. Takes down one, now looking for more. The control General lassos up, Mac drags him across Solo. Brought down, the coil will be dropped as buybacks coming out from two members of the side of Vega. NaVi as well, getting Arstar back into the frame with a buyback. FN cleans up a second. Double kill for the Slark. Solo looking towards Didgeridoo. Shoma getting chopped down by Dendi Chakram. FN finds General. They will kill the bat off as well. So buybacks being used by both sides. I believe 2 from Vega, 1 from NaVi. But again,
where you just kind of stamp it and say, this one's ours, go next. If they kill them, at least 2 heroes, then Roshan is guaranteed. And then I think at that point, Vega don't really have options.
Simultaneously, the odds are against them, but this could be the comeback.
Oh, NaVi with the wraparound. Let's see how this kicks off. Jumping straight away, Dream Call. Silence on Super Didgeridoo. Pops the BKB. Crush onto Solo. FN working his way into Seneko. The wards have been dropped. Shoma's going to be the first to fall. Dendi on a monster kill. Mag tries to hold the back with a wall, but Dendi moves forward, cuts down another. But at the same time, FN, he's doing so much in this fight. Looking to chase down Didgeridoo. Can't quite finish off the Slaughter. Armor totally going to keep the man alive. FN looking for Didgeridoo
So
in
close
the
to each
tree
other.
line. Oh,
Nice.
no, gets the all on. Finds themselves a third. Vega, 3 for 3 at this point. FN is going to look to come back in over the tree line potentially. Still hiding now. Such a tickle away at Dendi. Dendi with the double pieces, throwing them back. General popping him away with the flame break. They've got to be careful. This Slark is incredibly scary. At the same time, FN doesn't want to risk throwing this one away. No one coming back in. Playing around with Dendi. Shadow Dance will be back up in a bit, but FN holding off the fight. And again, I mean, 3 for 3, even trades, but trades.
Being able to do much there, but in these team fights, he's done an excellent job of countering the disables with the right Aphotic Shields.
If Vega can take a fight here, this is going to be absolutely huge for them. NaVi already half health on Roshan. It's falling incredibly quickly. General jumps in, get the lasso with a
Nice
swap.
counter.
FN puts the BKB in. Now Vega, they're going to look to jump in. But Didgeridoo already picks up the Aegis. FN, he's got to find a lock onto someone. Looks back towards General, but the crush, they're holding FN in place for the time being. Mag taken out by the Dividend from Dendi. And Didgeridoo looking at FN, but the Dream Cop on the high ground. No one contending to them. FN jumps back in. Will pop the Aegis on Didgeridoo. They've lost 2 permanently on the side of NaVi. FN moving back and around. Magic missile from Shoma onto Snake, and FN jumps back in. Looking for the bounty as he's going to find it. Another kill for the Slark. But Didgeridoo and Dendi hot on the chase. They need to do something about this Slark, otherwise the Slark will surely be ready to do something about them. Still 30 seconds without the Shadow Dance. FN needs to be careful. He will get himself out thanks to no one coming in on the backside and just using the Yules to control Dendi.
It's when you continue the team fight and you have 2 cores on 2 cores, you would prefer to have a Slark as one of those 2 cores.
Right.
Teasing with the mid lane, Ditra gonna come in with a jump. Solo pops the ultimate, they're looking for the turnaround. Magic Missile controlling Ditra the roll, coming out from Mag. At the same time, Dendi moving in straight away, looking to burst down the beast bottom. But FN, he's already killed Ditra, jumps onto Seneko. They'll find themselves a second, and FN still alive on the backlines. Look at me eating into Arstal. This Slark is going crazy. Triple kill for FN, finally gets Lasso, but can they kill this man? NaVi, they've already lost 3. FN still looking incredibly healthy at this point. Dendi trying to do his best. He's killed off the 2 supports, but it's that issue where they just don't have the lockdown that you're talking about, Dendi. Looking for no one. He'll use himself up. We need to see FN come back in for Vega. He's looking out from the sidelines, maybe thinking about trying to help out this pup. No one. And he get himself out of this. Oh, he blinked. He has the orb. No one playing around it. General will chase him down. Oh, again. Phase shift. No one. Creating a lot of space. Can't get out of that, though. And Dendi will finally catch the puck.
Eventually, the Blink Dagger and Heal Scepter cooldowns were going to catch up to him. He couldn't dodge forever.
To go and find someone with this.
You see that they have 1 disable on, or they have a. He has 1 defensive item on the puck with the Yule Scepter, and they still takes forever to kill him.
Good luck. Another kill for this Slark. I mean, FN, if they can catch him though. But the question is, it's a big if. I mean, FN, if he gets too greedy, NaVi, they might be able to punish him, but FN, he can just afford to do this. Ditra pops the BKB, but FN pops him. Dendi and General there, but they just can't control the Slark. He's out. Again, 2 more kills to his tally, 13-0-6. Just incredibly stacked, and NaVi just don't have an answer for FN running around and jumping at them.
Yeah, they desperately need the Hex. You notice that Dendi, I really think this should have been his 3rd or 4th item.
FN jumps in, Dream Call onto Arstal and Seneko. Arstal will get the wards out, the Shackle as well. And BKB comes out from FN and he's ready to just continue fighting Dendi through the Shackle from the sideline to make me pop. General gets the last off, but General's dead. Shoma will fall in return. It's a 2-for-1 favoring Vega at the moment, and FN still looking incredibly healthy. Starts to chip away at Ditra. Seneko laying down the tracks of Dendi. Drill trying his best here. FN starting to steal the essences away. Solo and no one playing around it. FN has been hexed up, but they just don't have the damage to kill him. FN looking to move in onto Ditra. Shadow Dance comes out. They'll take down the Slark. FN continuing to just dismantle NaVi. They will finally lose Solo. FN eyes towards Seneko, jumps forward. Hasn't got the vision though, so Seneko will be able to get himself out. FN disengages. But another fight where they just can't kill this Slark.
And you expect those kind of mistakes to be happen. Like NaVi have this lineup where it's always able to fight, always able to catch you, but there were so few times where they actually did catch Vega Squadron and were able to punish them for and push objectives.
Alright, she's going to be back up now. Vega did just
God, this is so bad.
Jumping in onto Seneko. FN looking to take down the first kill. They'll find it. BKB's being part of the Abyssal. Dropped onto Ditra. Now with the shack with the high ground onto Solo. They're not going to do too much. And FN ripped through Ditra. It's going to be a 2nd kill for the Slark. There's a buyback straight away from Seneko, but Vega moving into the pit. They're going to look to take Roche themselves. They're going to get it at Slark. Oh, in fact, NaVi did end up killing Roshan with the wards, but it doesn't matter because FN gets the Aegis on his Slark.
Somebody dies in this game.
It just seems a lot more likely that Dendi's going to be the one to die first.
They can just ignore it. The problem is you can ignore Dendi if you're Vega. Like, you can lose all your supports, doesn't matter.
Shoot, FN jumping in onto Dendi. Seneko, he's going to be the first effort trying to take down Seneko. They'll find a bounty hunter down for 80 seconds. Shoma Mag being controlled. Dendi moving in with the chakra, burst down 2. Looks towards Solo, but he's got the on at the same time. FN's killed off a 2nd on the backlines. No one hexed up. They'll find themselves a 3rd NaVi. They'll look to Solo. They will kill 4 heroes this time. Solo's going to make the work for it, but they'll find it nonetheless. Ultra kill for Dendi on his Timbersaw. But FN, the kill that counts, will escape. But this time, a convincing team fight win for NaVi.
You really want to dig on 5 though, in a game like this.
Yeah. If you had lower Bloodstone charges, you'd just be like, alright, I'll drop the Bloodstone.
Vega, actually going to walk up into the jungle here.
Dendi's first start
off, looking towards Dendi. Not going to follow through on the orb. Now jumping in, FN, he's turned up. He'll start to chomp away at the Timbersaw. Andy, Timber chains out, turns around with the chakrams. Can Vega continue to chase this? The rest of NaVi Scattered around at the moment. Dreamcore's going to be dropped. They really want to try and find this Timbersaw kill. FN starting to chip away. General comes in with the last of the swaps there. Shoma saving his teammate. No one pops the refresh in the Dreamcore again, but already the burst from Dendi takes down 2. Now they look to FN. They need the control, but FN gets the Shadow Dance out. He'll be able to get himself down to the south. Only the 2 dead on Vega at the moment, looking to try and control no one on his puck. Yours is up. Can he get himself out of it? The rest of Vega have failed. They'll find the Shackle Arsenal's got the control, and NaVi find themselves a 3rd.
FN, he recognized that fight. He was like, fight's over, gotta push me.
I feel like going for the Timber is the worst possible target.
Yes.
Just because you're giving him free armor. Dendi's not going to die in a game like this.
He's definitely going to die. FN takes it down. Pops the PKB, realizing that he just can't allow himself to be controlled. In fact, just goes towards the General. Chop, chop, chop. The Hex. Lasso is there. They need more control. Have they got it into the Chakram? FN falling low. Hexed up again with the Shadow Dance.
Can he die?
The thrust goes in.
Oh, they got it.
They killed the Slark. Dendi. A huge influx of gold. They've finally taken down the raid boss 53 minutes in.
53 minutes in.
They certainly took their time. What is this game?
I mean, the team, obviously, they represent like 40% of the team fight, but it's the carries that bear the burden of this game now.
Yeah. You notice that everybody from the rest of the side of Vega aren't that strong.
Dendi, here comes the wall, so immediately jumping into the double. Can he keep himself alive on Snow? He will live for the timing. FN finishes off the Shaman, though. He did already get the wards down. Mag with the Ronzi General controlling him on the back lines. FN, but the Shadow Dance loads himself down onto him as well. In back to no one falling over. He swaps out. Shoma saves the puck. Solo, he'll get taken down as well. FN wants to refresh his Shadow Dance, has to get himself out. Buyback from the Abaddon. The Venge as well. They can need everything that they can to hold on to this fight. Dijara and Dendi moving in onto the Vengeful's rear. Can they kill him for a second time? He's falling like the Chakram. They'll do it. Shoma down for a permanent 80 seconds. FN, you can see who can get a lock back onto, but it's General getting the lock. Jumps in. Lasso wants to know what they've got the control. They'll bring down the puck. Puck buying back immediately. FN jumps in, starts to work their way onto Dendi. Dendi team changes away. No one looking to control. No D, but again, the Roar onto General. Solo moving in. FN jumps forward. A missile blade jumps on the back. FN finds himself the back kill. BKB pop turns towards Dijara, punching away, stealing a
down for 2 minutes.
Dijara falling down, loses the Aegis. FN's been hexed up, but they got the follow-up control. FN moving back, Bodic Shield protecting him as well, but Vega fighting without 2. They're going to be fighting without 3 now. Solos to fall as well. Vega only 2 left alive. The Hostile giving Mag a little bit of a tickle into the fountain there, but NaVi may have just done it here. FN's trying his best, jumps in onto Hostile. Hostile gets forced back. They're going to save him the control. The Dagger falls.
They got him.
FN is down. GG. NaVi have done it. What a way to start this series. Oh my goodness, boys.
Unbelievable. Truly unbelievable. I mean, both these teams, their backs are against the wall. Like, Vega Squadron for so long were left in this scenario where it's like, oh god, NaVi have such a big advantage. FN, don't die. Don't ever give up. Just play perfectly to last long enough that you can try and carry this game. But then NaVi, consequently, like, they end up going to the bitter late game against the Slark, completely 6-slotted, and still managed to outplay Vega Squadron in the team fights.